Hi, welcome to this week's episode of Automotive Weekly. Today, we're going to be working on my Subaru, but first, a little bit of backstory. The Subaru came the way all good project cars do, on the back of a tow truck. It had a suspected clutch issue, but it turned out to be much, much worse. Excuse me. That might have been a little bit too dramatic. You know what? Let's lighten it up a bit. This is my 2001 Subaru Outback. It has a 2.5-liter engine that sends power to all four wheels. This particular model, which I got off of Craigslist to be a work truck, had a blown clutch issue. However, it ended up having transmission issues as well. The transmission I got with the car ended up having a blown differential as well as a bunch of metal flakes in the transmission fluid. We decided to just get a new one, which we had to order from California through Fausto's Power Garage in Ottawa. From there, it was just a simple matter of putting the transmission back in. We pick it up after my friend Andrew and I put the transmission in. We got the new transmission brought in, and we got it taken a look at it and everything. It looked great, so we went ahead and put it into the car. One of the things that was interesting is it came off of a different car, so our clutch solenoid didn't work. This is the old one, so we had to put the new one on, and we ended up bleeding the clutch through and everything. Now it works just fine. So, not to mention the fact that it had a lot less miles on it. It looked like it had probably less than 20,000 miles. It was done really recently of that transmission's life. Now, all we have left to do is put the drive shaft in, the CV axle shafts, the transmission shifter linkage, fill it with fluid, put wheels and tires on it, and then we'll be good to go. Hopefully we'll have a good, reliable camper car. Anyways, let's get started. So the first thing on our agenda is gonna be putting the shifter linkage in. Now, this is much easier to take it in from the bottom than it was from the top, so we're gonna go ahead and do it from the bottom. And we're gonna get it in right through there. Shift linkage is mostly in, but now we just gotta get this guy onto this tiny little piece right here. Next up, we gotta do the interior. Now all we have to do is screw in this metal plate. Next up, we're gonna be doing the drive shaft. Next up, we got the CV axle shafts. Old. New. Except for the little grease smudge for my pants. Whoops. CV axle is in. Still gotta tighten some of these bolts over here, but that's okay. Those pins right there, not fun. Don't recommend it. After a few tears were shed, we finally got both of them in. I didn't film the other side though because there wasn't that much room to put a camera in and even less space underneath, but they're both in. So now we're gonna fill it up with transmission fluid and try it out and see if it works. Okay, we got everything to a workable state. Got the gear in, oiled the transmission, got the CVs done, everything's torqued down. I think we're gonna give it a try, see if we can get these wheels spinning. finally got the Subaru rolling. Super excited about that. I'm really tired though, so I'm gonna finish putting the exhaust and everything else that needs to go, and sensors, and intake box, and battery, and pretty much about every single other thing that is left that's fiddly on the car. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. But until then, we'll see you then. So we're back here with another day working on the Subaru. Put a couple miles on it, drove up and down the road, found out it's gonna definitely need some new ball joints and some tie rods. So that's gonna be next on the list because it just wobbles really badly. So gonna have a few days for those parts to get in. So in the meantime, we're gonna be basically cleaning up the Subaru. One of the things is this doesn't actually roll up the window. So I've already popped it out a little bit and we're gonna change it out and clean it up a little bit. So here's our original one. Looks like it's in pretty good condition, except if you look right there, you can see that this clip is broken, right, for that one right there. So we can't actually roll the front window up. So while we were at a junkyard, we ended up finding this one off of a flat 6 edition LL Bean something, I think. So we know I've tested it and this piece definitely works, but what I'm gonna do instead is just swap the bezels over since we don't really want that wood in the car. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, that's much better. So there we go, nice and cleaned up. So now that we've got this all back together, it's just simple as plugging it in, pushing it back down, going and being happy. Give it a couple of hard presses, you're good to go. Here we go. And we have a window that rolls up. Amazing. Thanks for watching today's video of Automotive Weekly. Be sure to check out our Instagram and our Facebook if you haven't done so yet. And a reminder, we have new videos coming out every single week, so be sure to check it out. We'll see you in the next one.